But are we really? Are we live? I don't know. I hope we are. This is the PageantCast. So glad that you could join us. Not even sure why you're trying, but we got Facebook Live tonight. My website went down tonight. Everything is going wrong. And I'm like, okay, let's just try to do this on Facebook Live. And it looks like we might have been able to get this working. So really pleased to talk to you all tonight. We are going to be talking about the PageantCast poll. We use a program called Poll Daddy that we utilize for our polls. And we had a poll on what's your favorite Mrs. Pageant just recently. And we got thousands and thousands and thousands of votes. So let me go to the studio view here, and we're going to talk more about this when we get to the studio. But I just noticed something. Do you notice it? I notice it. My on air is not on. I have to... There. Now we're official. Now we are live. Okay. I don't know why that's important to me, but it needs to happen. It needs to happen right away. So we are going to talk about the poll. We have the results. I'll just throw those up on the screen for you. I'm sure this makes a lot of sense to you. What this shows, what this one shows right here, is the vast variety of different Mrs. Pageants that were participating. We had dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens, and that was great. We're really glad that we got that type of participation. We had, among some of the groups that were represented, we had All-American, Mrs. Universal, Mrs. United States, Mrs. America, Elite Global Earth, Mrs. International, Mrs. USA Universal, American Elegance, America's Super Pageant, Mrs. Galaxy, Mrs. Globe, Royalty International, United America, Mrs. World, Today's American International Woman, Global United, Mrs. American Dream, U.S. Continental, and National Mrs. Whew, that's a lot. But you want to know who actually won, and this graphic may not be the best way to find that out. So we're going to change graphics to a nice pie chart. And what this one tells you is our winner. Congratulations to Global United, the Mrs. Global United Pageant. You are the favorite Mrs. Pageant out there. You received 45.11% of the vote. That's right, 45.11% of the vote. Then United America came in second with 37.55% of the vote. All-American came in at 8.5%. Mrs. Universal was at 5%, and Mrs. United States at 3%. So congratulations to these folks on the pageant that they represent, and a special congratulations to our friends at Global United. This graphic you see up on the screen, am I pointing the right way? This is totally opposite of my other setup. This graphic that you're looking up on the screen is the graphic that we will be sending to the director of Global United for use on their Facebook page. They can put this as a heading if they want. They can use it for whatever, for their promotional purposes, for the favorite Mrs. Pageant on the PageantCast.com, back when we had a website. That was last night. The best Mrs. Pageant. So that's really exciting. And we congratulate the ladies from Global United on this this big win. Congratulations. Now, Global United, I was lucky enough to go there. Was it 2 or 3 years ago? Somebody remind me in the chat room there. I don't see it updating lately, but that's not totally surprising. Oh, there it is. Wow, lots of stuff going on in the chat room. Yes, congratulations going out all over the place. A lot of great pageants again that were involved here. Now, I went to Global United, I think it was 2 years ago. I have also gone to United America like 3 or 4 years. I went to United America. Always a fantastic pageant. So we're really excited to be able to send this along. And by this, again, it's this beautiful I really need to work on my coordination skills. This beautiful graphic right there that we put together so they can use that for their promotional purposes. So we wish them a lot of luck and success as they continue with their ways. Global United, very, very platform-based. Great pageant. As I said, I went to it, had a ton of fun. Wendy's a great director. United America, went to there a couple of years. It's been a while since I was last out there. Still a great pageant, great director. Annette does a great job out there. So really happy to see these in the top two. Sometimes not as well recognized as some of the other pageants, but certainly a favorite and has one heck of a fan base because they kept pressing that button day after day to get those votes in and showed a lot of spirit to keep it going. I noticed that when this camera's on, I look into that one. What is wrong with me? There's a special sort of problem going on here. I don't know what it is. And now it changed again. I don't think I'm even in charge anymore. Really. Anyway, that is our special announcement. We are so pleased that you could all join us tonight. Oh, there are just a ton of comments coming in. If you watch this later, you'll be able to see those comments on our Facebook live video, which is out at the PageantCast Facebook page. So congratulations again. Really glad you could all join us for tonight. It's going to be a short show. I am going to entertain questions from the chat room. Here! Now the PageantCast has an app for your Android phone. The longest running podcast on beauty pageants on the internet is now available in app form in the Google Play Store. It includes quick connections to PageantCast on Facebook, Twitter, and our massive YouTube channel. Not to mention our great website. Listen and watch our content on your phone anywhere. Download in Google Play Store today for free. Well, that looks kind of cool. Pleased with that. The graphic seems to be working. That's nice. I don't see any questions in the chat room, so this could be a short one. This could be short. I have so much stuff going on right now. I'm literally watching a chat that I'm supposed to be having with tech support, and they have put me on hold now for, let's see. We are going on 30 minutes. Isn't that neat? That's wonderful. They haven't done a thing over there. It's great. So, just so you know, we are going to have this on Facebook. We are going to post this on YouTube. They're not going anyplace. I don't think there's enough malware hackers in the world to chop those all down. We're going to have to figure out something with the domain. Either it's going to reroute to the Facebook page. We're going to do something to keep things going. Because I want to make sure that people hear about Global United's win and some of the other great pageants that, frankly, aren't covered by any of the other pageant media out there. It's not a rip against any other pageant media, but we've been covering a lot of the pageant systems that haven't really been served all over the place. There's only a few of us that cover some of these. So we're happy to be here and and trying to continue to give that service. I am wondering if we're going to get any questions here, and I'm not really sure how I refresh this. Let's see. Oh, here we go. No. What is your favorite thing about Global United? Stephanie asks. Well, let me tell you, Stephanie. I will tell you the answer to that. My favorite thing about going Global United is getting to see my good friends there at Global United. Have a lot of good friends out in Minnesota. You, of course, are one of them. But we had a great time out there. It's first of all, it's a great setup. The stage that we were at was wonderful. There are a lot of activities. We went to a hospital for a while and did some things at the Children's Hospital. There was special events where there was a dinner with special talent showings. It was really a lot of fun from beginning to end, and it never stopped. It never stopped. And we had a lot of fun when we were out there. Not that long ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Somebody will probably set me straight if I'm wrong about that in the chat room. Let's see if we got any other questions out there. Let's see. Well, Jenny, first of all, Jenny is asking, how do I find out more about Global United? Wendy, would you please contact Jenny Pritchard right now? Just call her. You can go to the website that already 3 people have sent Jenny the website information, which of course is globalunitedpageant.com. I don't have that memorized. I just looked in there and it was there, and I doubt very much Wendy would put in the wrong thing. Oh wait, no S. So it's globalunitedpageant.com. Let's see, two years, Wendy. So I was right. Why, Wendy, why did you say 2 years where you could have said, and this would have been nice, you could have said, well, Tim, you're right, as always. So I'll wait for that comment and see if that comes in. Let's see. Wendy is not saying that I'm right yet. This is very upsetting. and she knows that I always am. Right. This is ridiculous right now. I have more windows open on this. Okay, there we go. Okay, what are the dates for the next pageant? I am hoping Wendy is on that. She is. I am typing right now ferociously. Thanks, Wendy, for admitting I'm right. I'm not egotistical at all. There are a lot of pageants to keep track of, folks. I love it when people come up to me and they're like, hey, when's this event? And I go, well, of course I know the dates of Global United. I'm thinking it was in July. I'm thinking the next one's probably what, July 19th through the 22nd? Something like that. Did I get that right? July 19th through the 22nd. That would be in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Very close to the Mall of America. And that was great because whenever I got hungry, I would just go over to the pizza studio sometimes for pre-lunch and then second lunch and sometimes third supper. It was real nice, and just eat an entire pizza at a time. That was a good approach to the whole thing. And for you, Jenny, that's driving distance. That's easy driving distance, which makes it nice. I'm trying to figure out there's supposed to be a better way to look at comments as they come in, and I'm having to do all sorts of machinations here to get this to work. Okay, let's see if we got any new questions. Of course, Stephanie commented on the pizza studio because she knows I lived there during the Global United pageant. A lot of great events there, and I do remember very much the time that we spent in the hospital. It was really nice. We couldn't take any pictures. We couldn't do any of that because of, hospital rules. I think that's what I might have liked most, is because everybody was just being real. It was all about what actually, I caught you that time, what actually is in the hearts of these ladies and helping out all the kids. It was a great time. Okay, let's see. Patricia is saying we need you to come to our pageant. I'm trying to remember which one's yours, Patricia. Is it All American, I'm thinking? I'm trying to remember. I've got a terrible memory. Yeah, Stephanie made a good comment, so we should probably write that down. I'm getting a little slappy, folks. I'm still on with tech support over here. There were contestants from all over the world. I remember Australia and India. There was it China or Thailand? I'm trying to remember. But there were a number of them, and it wasn't like sometimes you go to these pageants and they say, "Oh, I'm Miss Ireland," and it's like, "Really?" And they go, "Yes, I have a summer home in Ireland." No, they actually lived in these other countries and came into Minneapolis International and spent some time. Singapore, South Africa, Australia. Okay, Patricia is all American. I thought I knew that. Malaysia, Nepal. Yeah, and what was really cool, Wendy, I'm not sure what you called it, but it was like the costume of what the young woman did, and we had some like ethnic costumes. There was certainly ethnic talents that we saw the year I was out there, which really added a lot of color and sparkle to the entire event. Personality wear. I was gonna say personality wear, and then I couldn't remember it. So that was a thing that happened. Jenny, we're going to have to talk. Jenny? Yeah. So we'll talk about that off air. And it was really a good time. I enjoyed it a lot. People should contact Wendy Lindbergh. She is your director for Global United. And as I mentioned, and some people go, well, these polls, they can vote every day. Think of the amount of time these folks did vote over and over to get to that level. That shows some real commitment. I think we had this one open for over a month. So people were really in there to win it, and that was pretty exciting. Okay, let's take a look into the chat room. Do I have any more questions before I sign off tonight? Let's see. I'm still seeing the personality wear. Let's see. And, again, Wendy is reminding me that I'm correct, which I knew. But I'm glad that she noticed. That's always an important thing. I wonder if I could juggle while I'm doing this as well. That would be kind of fun. Okay, what have we got? Jessica is reminding everybody how amazing Global United is. So that's true. Great event. Hope everybody can come out to that in July. What was that? Holy mackerel. Okay, I think I gotta go because my tech support finally came in. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight and wish you all the best. And as I always say, when we get to this portion of the show, I like to say, Tierra Dreams, everybody. Hope you had a great night, and we'll see you the next time on the PageantCast. TKPN.